Hey everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my 4-day trip to Faro in the south of Portugal. This video is an A1, A2 beginner English listening task. Please check the description below for the worksheets and don't forget to subscribe. Faro is in the Algarve region in the south of Portugal. As you can see, it is a very beautiful place. It's famous for its cliffs, caves, and bright blue water. I visited last summer on a solo trip. It is a place you don't forget. I hope I can come back one day and maybe do a road trip. I found a cheap afternoon flight from Madrid. I arrived in Faro just in time to see the sunset. I checked into my hostel and walked around the old town. The next day, I went on a really great tour. I booked it before the trip on Get Your Guide. I met the small group in the center of Faro and we started our journey along the Algarve Coast. Our first stop was Benagil Beach. Our guide explained that the cliffs in the Algarve were made over millions of years. The wind and the strong Atlantic waves slowly changed the soft rock. This made caves, arches, and tall rock pillars. He also said that this rock was once part of the ocean floor. That is why you can still see old shells and coral inside the cliffs. At the beach, I ate a Portuguese custard tart and watched a girl paddleboarding with her dog. I loved this beach because the shells were amazing and the cliffs were so big. Next, we saw Benagil Cave from above. Then we started walking the famous 7 Hanging Valleys Trail. The trail's name comes from 7 old river valleys. Today, these valleys are hanging above the sea because the coastline has changed from erosion. The views on this trail were beautiful. We walked the trail and stopped to take photos. Soon we arrived at the viewpoint above Marinha Beach. Here you can see a very famous rock formation. It looks like a heart. It is made by 2 rock arches and a gap in the cliff. We had some free time at the beach. Near the entrance, I found a small, secret cave that led to a quiet, hidden small cove. Our last stop was Algar Seco, and it was my favorite place. The conditions were good for cliff jumping. At this moment, I remembered that I forgot to buy travel insurance, and honestly, the rocks look much higher when you stand on the edge. The water was very cold, but the jump was so exciting. After that, we walked through many caves and saw many rocks in interesting shapes. We even found one rock that looked like a dinosaur. After this long day, I was very tired. I ate dinner and went back to the hostel to rest. The next day, I visited the Faro Museum, ate the famous grilled sardines for lunch, and continued exploring the town. In the afternoon, I took the bus to Faro Beach. It was a long, beautiful beach that reminded me of Australia. I walked for hours along the sand and jumped in and out of the waves while I looked for shells. They were huge. After watching the sunset, I went back to the hostel to relax and have dinner. On my last day, I took the ferry from Faro to Deserta Island. When I arrived, I walked along the beach collecting shells because the waves were too strong for swimming. I found some of the biggest shells I have ever seen. I wish I could take them all with me. I left Faro that afternoon wanting to return. The Algarve is a beautiful region, and the people were very friendly and welcoming. One day, I would love to come back and explore even more of this amazing place.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, the worksheets are in the description below. See you next time.